Uh-oh. What did I just do? Hold on, y'all. I got to get myself resituated. Okay. Sorry about that. Hey, everybody. It's Ayana. I'm back again. What's going on, my chatter friends? And we're going to end the chat on this one because, once again, everybody's looking out for Bethany. Nobody's looking out for Brooke. Nobody wants to look out for Greg except for Bianca. You know, but maybe I got an idea. Maybe Brooke should reach out to Bianca and request to be emancipated. But she's 17 now, so can she even do that? Anyway, let's see what's going on with these shenanigans right here.
Hello, gentlemen. How are you?
Hello.
Okay, let's get to it.
You wanted to see us?
Yes. This lawsuit is just disrupting business. I don't know what. And I don't know what you're trying to get out of this.
Is it disrupting business? When the person
Is that your intent?
to disrupt the business?
Yes.
No, my intent is to give some accountability.
That Newberger has some kind of freaking nerve. It's disrupting business. So it wasn't disrupting business when Bethany would mess around with their tenants' clients when they would come to park. Because there was plenty of parking in those parking spaces. It wasn't disrupting business, right? When Bethany attacked Chase's customers coming in the door. It wasn't disrupting business when Bethany verbally attacked Rolanda. It wasn't disrupting business for you all to catch a lawsuit from Crystal. It wasn't disrupting business when you all had to go to bat for her when she got sued by Crystal and the other young lady when the fly lawyer had to come in. That wasn't disrupting business. It wasn't disrupting business when you all would harass Natasha. It wasn't disrupting business when Bethany was questioning and trying to get people to sign their signature on a piece of paper because she chose to eat a gummy worm and she didn't know where it came from. It wasn't disrupting business, right? It wasn't disrupting business. But now all of a sudden, Greg's lawsuit, it wasn't disrupting business when Bethany attacked Greg. It wasn't disrupting business, right? Man, say that drama for your mama. That's just
because obviously, with all due respect, and let me just say, I do respect you. I really do. I respect your career. I respect you as a practitioner, a fellow member of the bar. But let's just be honest. There is no way that you can believe that this is what accountability looks like with what your daughter does. Like a man of your caliber, I just would not expect this.
But that's not his problem. I mean,
How is it
you haven't filed a suit in equity. You filed a suit for damages.
She attacked him. And that's not his problem?
That's not his purpose, which is what he told me.
But he's incurred damages, though, Mr. Newberger.
Okay, so fine. But let's suppose that I just pay him for whatever damages.
So is that what you're going to do every time your daughter makes
every time Bethany broke her?
His real reason for filing this suit is he doesn't want, when I'm long buried, for her to be the manager of the building. That's it.
Is that and tell me what about that premise is problematic for you?
Because these are my kids and neither one of them have an interest in this property. I can solve that real quickly. I just take both of them out of the will, Dad. Or I can sell the property.
Dad.
And that'll resolve the whole thing.
But Dad, that's scapegoating him out of his business interest.
Dad.
He's scapegoating himself.
All of this is about the principle, right? This is something that you've always taught us. It's the principle of the matter, okay? At this point, and at the end of the day, Bethany is damaging to not only herself, her business, and now to me, right? And even as kids, when we would fight and we would bicker, what was your solution? You would lock us in a room until we figured it out, which worked when we were kids. It started to not work when we were teenagers, as you know. But now as adults, it can't work. Was willing to sit down and we can have some harsh words for each other. And at the end of the day, we'd walk out of a room and she's still my sister. I'm still her brother. And we move on.
What you're telling me is the two of you can't work together.
She can't work with me.
That's
And
an,
as a
She
matter of
can't
fact,
work
she
with
can with
people with
anyone.
money.
Easy-
That's just the reality.
an easy solution. I'll fire both of you.
You don't have to fire Greg. Greg already told you, Daddy Newberger, that he would quit. He said, I can find another job. The person is going to react and be hurt more out of this is going to be Bethany. Do you not understand that? She's going to be the one that's playing victim. She's going to be the one doing all of that. So don't come with this and say that he's scapegoating himself. No, he's not. Y'all are trying to bully him to protect her. Quit protecting Bethany and let her get a taste of her own medicine. Let her fix her own messes that she's making, not just in the office, but at home. Now, this is someone who is experiencing corporate trauma, and what Greg is experiencing is corporate trauma, but it makes it worse. It has to make it worse. I've never been in this position, but it has to make it worse when it's your own father who sees what the sister is doing, and instead of protecting both of y'all equally, he is taking the stance. I'll just pay him, and then we get past this. They're not going to get past it because Bethany's still going to be doing the stuff that she does. She's still going to be doing the things that she does. And I know this is a skit in the Country Wayne Skittaverse, but what I love about this storyline is that it's showing how toxicity can affect a workplace and make people not want to be there. How toxicity can cause you to lose money. How toxicity can cause you to waste money. How toxicity can break up a family. And that's me coming for real. I know I went in my little proper mode talking and all that stuff, and I'm going to get back to me. But he has to see that. This storyline just brings to light a lot of things. It touches on so many areas, and I think people are missing that because they focus on, oh, Bethany this and yeah, Bethany is the problem, but look at all the enablers around her. It's like her toxicity, her toxic behaviors, that toxicity is her drug. Victimization is another one of her drugs. Do you understand what I'm saying? Playing victim is a drug for her. That's how she gets off. Making people miserable is a drug for her. She's addicted to this behavior. And she's got to have her rock bottom moment in order for her to even begin to change. Is Greg trying to teach her a lesson, a family lesson? Sure, I will give him that. But he's well within his right to do this because now this is starting to affect him, even to the point where it's affecting his health because she physically attacked him. She physically put her hands on them. They're not children anymore. They're grown women, and a grown woman and a grown man. And no one should go to work and have to have in their mind that they may be attacked by someone else physically, even if it is a sibling. That's the bottom line.
Well, if that's
not
not what I'm looking for.
And you know,
And
And I'm not even
looking
looking for her.
You're-
I still want her to have a job. This nowhere in any of that, any of the lawsuit or the summons or servings did it say that she's fired and can no longer
And
work.
let me just say this, Mr. Newberger, you and I both know as practitioners, I had this conversation with Greg about not naming the family entity for a reason. Now, I do not know how you guys have things set up. I hear you saying will, but I would think you might have more of a trust type of structure for this. But I do not think it's fair to him. And I do think he might still have some other interests outside the scope of this, where if you were to make that decision, that it doesn't necessarily evade liability. So I just would hope that if you want to discuss settlement, sure, but we need to discuss settlement in the terms of accountabilities for Bethany's behavior for him and other tenants on this property. Like, I don't understand why that is so hard.
It's not hard. He just don't want to
As a
face
father,
it.
I don't want you to feel guilty.
He doesn't want to face it because that's his daughter. He's enabled her and empowered her to be like this. And for him to handle it, he's going to have to admit to some shortcomings. Daddy Newberger, it's time for you to eat some crow because you have had a major role in how this chick acts. Played a major
You
role.
can be an upstanding man and your children
I
can
don't
still
feel guilty
do
at all.
what all
I'm
of these
astonished
things.
that it's these two it's gotten to this point where you have to go into a courtroom
Because I
to
tried to talk
resolve,
to you.
resolve their
That
differences.
seems to be the
I've
only way
tried
to
to.
solve
No,
the
I have.
law.
You
I have
wanted
tried to
you
talk
want
to
to
you.
run my business,
I have tried to talk to you about it.
and that's what you're trying to do now. You're trying to run my business.
Because
He's trying to cure the business, Mr. Newberger.
I want
my
you to be-
business is secure.
I said
But
cure.
what happens?
I've been-
but what
I've
happens
been,
when? What happens when it's no longer your business?
Is it?
That's what we have to, at this
And
point, God, we have to
honestly-
look to the future. We've got to look to the future. I love you and in the present, yes, but we've got to look to the future. And I'm not even saying when you're no longer here. What happens when you retire?
The thing, he's not even trying to take the business from his father. He's doing whatever he can to protect the business, both in his lawsuit and from his toxic sister and the things that she's doing that could ruin this business. If I were Greg, I would take my losses. I would say, here, pay me and I'll go. I would have him pay me. I would go and live my life somewhere else on some island and not have to deal with Bethany. And when they pick up the phone and call me and say, hey, the business is going down, we need you to come back. You know what? Y'all have Bethany. Let her fix it.
Right? That's what I'm saying. When you're still around for Christmas, Thanksgiving, and all that stuff, when you're retired, that's in the future, in the pretty near-ish future, correct? Because you've talked about what you're planning to do with you and mom. You got a bunch of trips lined up, right? That's what I'm talking about. It's the future of it all, and it's the principle of the matter. She's a liability and a danger to myself and others. That's what this is about. I'm willing
This is
to
a
talk
corporation.
about. I'm willing to talk about.
I am a
settlements.
51% shareholder. Harvey is a 49% shareholder. It's a corporation. What he wants to do is bypass the corporate structure and make the CEO of this corporation remove his sister from her job at this.
Well, Daddy Newberger, let's roll you over into Mr. Newberger. Greg, Daddy Newberger becomes Mr. Newberger. Sue the shit out that company because you were attacked on company grounds by a fellow employee. And when you went and reported it, and when you tried to get them to do something about it, they didn't. Take them down, Greg. Take them down. Y'all, tell me what y'all think. Let me know in the chat. You think Greg should take them down? Because clearly Daddy Newberger, he's so stubborn. He's not even willing to, and he knows they're right, but he's not willing to do it. So y'all let me know in the chat. What y'all think? Y'all think he should still deal with this? Do you think Greg should just say, you know what? Run me my money. We're taking this to court. Run me my money. Because I guarantee you in a court of law, you put your hands on somebody and work, that's an HR violation all day long. That can get your company sued. You understand what I'm saying? And since they didn't take any action and they didn't do anything about it, because they didn't, they sent Bethany to that other location after the issue came up with Crystal. They haven't chastised her or done anything to her about what she did to Greg. Y'all, let me know in the chat what y'all think. I'm so worn out with the Bethany piece of this right now. I'm gonna take a break from it and review some other stuff. I think I just saw something pop up about Anthony meeting, what's his name, Iman Shumpert at Wayne's, seeing him at Wayne's house. Now this is gonna spin up a whole nother thing. I'm ready to get into more of that kind of messiness. I'm sure there are gonna be some more videos related to this coming up, but y'all let me know what y'all think in the chat. Thank y'all to all my new subscribers. Thank you all for all your comments. I look forward to getting in there and kind of talking back and forth with everybody in the chat. I love you, my chatters. Thank you for helping me grow this channel. All right, peace until the next skit. Bye. Oh, this is something else right here. This is a whole mess. Mr. Newberger, this your company, right? Let them sue your company.